Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, guys. Bold Disciple TV here. It's been a while, but I'm back. If you're looking at the picture, you already know what we're talking about, okay? That man in the picture is 31-year-old Stephen Grimes of Rockwood, Illinois. He is being apprehended and charged with sexually assaulting a child, and he gave the child HIV as a result. It says that this brother has been HIV positive for a long time. If you could look at his picture, it looks like he's dealing with some immediate symptoms right there in that picture. So, that's pretty messed up. It looks like Grimes was in a long-term relationship with the victim's mother. Now, they're saying it's a 13-year-old child. We don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Um, Normally, most times they would say if it was a little girl, they would say it. I think it's a little boy, but I don't know. Right now, they're keeping that child's identity protected and safe because they are a minor, and that's what they should do. Now, they are saying that pretty much it was reported in May of sexual abuse to this child, and when they did the testing and everything on the child came back HIV positive. A 13-year-old child being hit with a life-altering disease. Yes, most diseases are definitely life-altering. We know this, but HIV has a different level of life-altering and also devastation to a person's psyche and everything that comes with it. So they're saying that this abuse was stemming from 2005 to 2019. It's a very long time. And they're saying that this brother been knowing he been HIV positive for years. So it seems like the mother knew that the brother was HIV positive. Who knows? The mom might have been positive too, but that's just what I'm thinking. But when you look at this, it's really a cry out to our community because you look at these instances all the time. A mom leaves a child with a boyfriend, um, and a boyfriend sexually assaults the child, or in this case, sexually assaults the child and gives the child a death sentence, pretty much. Now, you can take your meds and live a long time. I have friends that are dealing with HIV. I've lost friends to complications from AIDS. Um, So, I know the effects that it has on people once they receive the diagnosis, once they're dealing with it, and how their life changes. And this is a 13-year-old child that has to deal with this for the rest of their life. It's a very horrible act, it's a very heinous act, it is a sick act. And you can only imagine, this lady was in a relationship with this guy for years. And it just really makes you think, like, what in the world is going on with some of these people? I mean, honestly, what is going on with some of these people where you would do this to your child? You would, set your child up like this. And they saying this stuff has been going on for years. It's been stemming for close to 14 years. The kid is only 13. So this is a cry out, man. We have to protect our babies. You know, um, we have to protect our kids, man. It's like we just it's like some of us as parents, especially like young black parents, it's like we just don't care. We'll leave our kids with anybody as long as we can get out and do what we need to do or do what we want to do. But these are things that are happening all the time to kids. All around the country, all around inner cities. Kids are being just they're being preyed upon by these boyfriends, family members. Um, Even females at times. They're being preyed on by these people, and it's just a horrible scenario. I just look at this situation. It's just a sad situation because this is a 13-year-old kid that has to deal with this for the rest of their life. Do you understand how traumatic this is going to be? Because this isn't a little kid. This is a 13-year-old kid. You 13. You're aware of everything. Okay, you are aware of everything. So just imagine like the life that this kid will have to live and the things that this kid has to be cautious of for the rest of their lives. They can't move in a normal sense as they can't have a sense of normality in a sense because they're going to be around other kids that are not dealing with that and just the life that they have to live, dealing with the discrimination, dealing with the symptoms, dealing with the shame, because we as the black community, let's face it, you know, every disease is like, oh, I feel so bad, but we still look at HIV and AIDS like, ew, you nasty, you yucky, get away. You see what I'm saying? We still look at it from that standpoint because we just refuse to educate ourselves and look at it as a real issue and try to help and try to create a sense where, hey, don't be ashamed or don't be embarrassed of this. And therefore, that's why we have all the things going on that we do. That's why so many people, won't tell you if they're HIV positive or if they're dealing with, these things. And, people just do this stuff. They become resentful. They become upset. They do heinous acts. Some people, they just, don't want to deal with the fact that this is an issue in our community. And when you look at this information and when you look at this case, now this guy's facing up to 60 years in prison. His bail is set at $1 million. This guy's going to go to jail for a while. But think about it, man. How many more people are out here doing this? Now, all this time, I'll be honest with you, I know the mother knew about this. She had to know. She had to know. It's just nowhere in the world. You dealing with a guy and that joker dealing with all types of symptoms and, rashes and lesions and stuff. And it's just so as a relative, man, even if it's not your immediate family and you seeing relatives and people like that and kids in your family that things just don't seem right, somebody in that family has to step up, and it might be you. You need to step up. Honestly, you need to step up. Because we need to protect these kids, man. We need to protect these little baby girls, these baby boys, these teenagers, these toddlers, kids 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We need to really step up and take care and protect our kids, man, and ask them questions. Ask the boyfriends questions. Ask the girl, even if it causes a ruckus, or if it creates a sense of a situation that's chaotic. It can't be as chaotic and as traumatic and as scary as a child that has to live with that every day. I mean, think about what that kid had to go through. I mean, every day you're dealing with that. Some guy jumping on you, trying to have sex with you, the penetration, just the violation, everything. That's terrible. That's demonic. That's sick. And we have to start addressing these issues. We have to start asking the critical questions when we have nieces, nephews, cousins, and we see, we have a family member that, she or he, they ain't all together and they just let everybody in. They got a new boyfriend every week, or the dude or woman, they might look a little shaky. We need to start hitting these people with questions and find out where they really are. Because when I read this, man, this really, it troubles me, man. It troubles my heart. It troubles my spirit, man. And prayers are going out for everyone in this instance, because that kid will never be the same. That kid has been robbed. I mean, honestly. And kids don't ask to be here. They just here because we decided to have some fun, or we decided to, have sex, and here's a child. And then it's like, okay, let the child do whatever, or we still gonna do whatever, and let the child come about and be brought to ruin. And that's what has happened. The parents, the community, the family of that child, they failed that child. They have failed that child seriously. But let me know what y'all think about this, man. This is, like I said, this is a very rough subject. And this brother, man, is gonna go to jail. He needs to do some time. And he needs to get his life right. He needs to talk to God. But let me know what y'all think about this, man. Bold Disciple TV, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for all the inboxes, all the DMs telling me you like my videos. I appreciate it, guys. More to come. Have a good night.